Welcome back to another video. So I have done a couple rankings on the channel I've not posted for a while. I've got a full-up shelter video on my other channel which I haven't posted. It's one of the most recent ones, so you can just click on that. But today I'm going to be ranking weapons in a zombie apocalypse. Now, for you people who have watched my previous video, that one's outdated. I don't think they've really changed it much, but I want to do another one because I got a different opinion. So, right, let's start. So, here's the tiers. So we've got Unstoppable at the top, then top tier, hard to beat, for everyday use, sounds better than it is, only in an emergency, weak, you will die. So, double barrel shotgun, I believe. Yeah, it's a double barrel shotgun. I had to look at the screen a bit closer. So, it has 2 ammo in it. Now, I play Pavlov Shack, and that gun's quite good for close quarters, but I think it's worse than probably what it portrays in the game, apparently. I think it is. I've never used one. I think I would put it in only in an emergency, because it has 2 rounds. I'm presuming there's 2 zombies or more. Like, if there's 2 zombies and you don't have anything else, I would definitely use that. Right, so now we've got AK-47, I think. So it's a bit like the double barrel shotgun. It's like, I'm gonna pop it in for everyday use because it would be alright. But with guns in zombie apocalypse, assuming it's like The Walking Dead, those walkers, those zombies, are attracted to sound and noise, which is the same thing. So I would like to have an AK in that, but it's not the best because if you think about it, if you run out of ammo as well and you're just cornered, you're screwed basically. This is why there's a clip of Rick telling Carl in The Walking Dead, well, that's how Abraham Lincoln, I think that's his name, says it, but off topic, and basically they like stay a far distance away, but they still are enough to shoot it, but like a couple feet away, I'd say. So for everyday use, it'd be good at the beginning, but when you're cornered, it's not the best. So now we've got a fire axe, or just an axe, I guess. Now, axes, this type of axe here, since it's got like a really long handle, as you can see there, that's good because that means you can get further with it, like get it. But with axes, the blade is it's sharp, and there's like another, like at the back there's sometimes a tip like in this one, but the amount of power you have to use, you'd probably be tired, but more like sledgehammer sledgehammer would be more like that. But with an axe, you have to be so precise with it, because if you're not precise and you miss it, you hit them with the stick, they're just going to bite you, and then you're dead, assuming it's like The Walking Dead. If not, like, you have to actually get, like, eaten or something, then yeah. So I would say maybe for everyday use, because I think last time I put it a lot higher than that. But yeah, we got a baseball bat. Now, here's the thing. Baseball bats are good and all of that, but unless you have Lucille Negan's bat from The Walking Dead and it's got barbed wire on it, it's not going to do much of a thing, but I think I'll put sounds better than it is because it takes a lot of force, but it's quicker to swing with it, so maybe just below the fire axe. So we got the oar. So that's for rowing boats. Now, you might think that is very good because it's long, but oars are actually quite weak. Depends which type one you have. This one's a wooden one, and as you can see here, it doesn't look very strong, so it wouldn't be very powerful, so I'm going to pop it in weak. Now you got books. Yeah, you're not beating up zombies with books. Like, maybe if you have like a little folder, like binder thing, with like the little rings inside of them, like what I have. Yeah. So, books, you probably die with it. Now, we've got bow and arrow. Now, I'm an absolute sucker for a bow and arrow because I absolutely love bow and arrows because I do archery. And I've loved them before I went and did archery like a couple of years before. Because we did a tryout at our school when it was COVID. But, basically, bow and arrow, I would say it's good. It's not unstoppable, but it's top tier because it's silent, so it won't attract noise, assume it's like the Walking Dead zombies. If you got the right poundage bow and you got the right drawback length and you got the right poundage strength for pullback, I'd say it's a good thing to have. Right, so we're on the next one here. I think that's a screwdriver, isn't it? Can't see. Can I zoom in? Not sure if I can zoom in or not. I'm just gonna go with that's a screwdriver. I don't think it's a screwdriver. Oh, no, there is. Ah, it's one of those paper cutting things, isn't it? Well, cardboard, because you'll probably die with that because you have to get really close. Maybe just pop it in weak because actually no, you'd die because top of you would die because sorry, there we go. Because it may be able to cut them, but it's not going to be able to kill them. Boxing gloves, you would definitely die with these. Probably more than that. Depends how strong you are. And also, all it takes is one of those zombies to bite through it and bite in the same place again and bite your hand, and then you're done. It's like with brass knuckles, that's worse actually, because you have hardly any protection. Got a broom. I think I'm going to pop it in weak because it might be able to put up a bit of a fight, but it'll just break. What's this? Oh, it's those little, like, gardening tools that I can snip. It's like, let me find pliers, is it? Let me have a look. Pliers. If I spell that. There we go. Pliers, yeah. So, I mean, that's the bad thing, though. Like, you have to, like, you have to open it and close it on them. Wait, that looks really good there, doesn't it? It looks like an A. But I would say it's weak, but maybe only in an emergency, because I guess you could stab them with it, I suppose. So we got a cane. A cane, you might be able to take one or two zombies down, but it's very weak. You'll not be able to do it. Now you got a chain. Where are you even going to find a chain from? It's not even going to be only in an emergency. Like, it's weak. I'm going to pop it at the top of, weak. Because you'll be able to smack a zombie across the face of it, but how long for? Also, now we're on to the chainsaw. Chainsaw. Hard to beat, maybe for everyday use, but I would say it's better at chopping wood. Because you think about it, you can saw through wood like no tomorrow, but as soon as it runs out of power, you're done for. So I'm going to pop it just above the axe there. Maybe in hard to, let's pop it in hard to beat. Right. But then it runs out of battery and it's screwed. So now we've got a crossbow. Crossbow's good because you can be far further away than with a bow and arrow because crossbow's more precise. I've never used one in my life. It's got higher poundage usually crossbows do, so it's more powerful, I would say. So that's the good thing about crossbows. And also, you have... So if we just look at Daryl Dixon's crossbow. So I wouldn't be able to find an image that is not very graphic. Here you go. So the good thing about his crossbow here, he has an arrow here which you can grab quicker. Because with bow and arrows, I have got a quiver. So that goes like by your waist, so you have to reach down for that, whereas like you can just pull off the top for that, I guess. You can't really see in this image, but it's kind of like here, but it's hard to see. Crossbow now. I would say only in an emergency, just below the pliers, because, be real, crowbar. Oh my god, I can't speak. So, crowbar, right? So, you may be able to whack them over the face with it, a couple of them, but you're not going to be able to win a ton. Like, I suppose you could pry the window open and just jump out, I guess. But that takes time. Time that you might not even have. So it'd be only in an emergency, I'd say. Maybe even a week. Top a week, possibly, but I'm not going to do that. So I got dynamite. Sounds better than it is, because... Hear me out. So, sounds better than it is, because if you have got, dynamite, it causes a loud noise, but if you think about it, it takes longer for that to go off than a grenade, usually, because you have the spark go all the way down this, and then it goes off. Because you see in the movies how it goes quick, and that is kind of accurate, but how much damage would it even do? Like, they have time to walk away, the zombies do. Now we've got Fist. There's no explanation for that. If it's brass knuckles in You Will Die, then Fists are as well. I don't even have to explain, like boxing gloves as well, but you got less protection and less damage. And we've got a flamethrower. I might point sounds better than it is, or maybe hard to beat, because, hard to beat. Got the chainsaw, sorry, my eyes are watching because I'm sick. Basically, with that, it's got a certain amount of fuel. The good thing about it is, though, that, with a flamethrower, you can actually fuel it, whereas this usually needs you to power it. Sometimes some of them have fuel, but this one's just fuel, which, in a zombie apocalypse, fuel might be easier to find because you can just take it out of a car, but we'll just have a quick look. How long does it... I can't spell. Does it take for fuel to go still? Because I remember it's going like 9 months or 6 months. I think it's 6 months, wasn't it? 6 months. Knew it. I remember hearing it, because my friends were going like, yeah, so 9 months. Ethanol. 6 months. At least 6 months. 1 to 3 months, if not stored properly. And diesel fuel, up to a year. So, I think it uses diesel, so you've got about a year for the flamethrower to be used. But, you can't use, it's not everyday use, I guess. You can't, it's like chainsaw, like you can't use that, and if they both break, I mean, it'd be hard to beat for a while, but eventually just not be able to be used. So, now I've got a metal chair, so we're going to pop out the top a week, because it's bigger, so you can slam easier, but, after all, it's quite bad, because it won't do much damage, it might just give a concussion. Now we've got a piece of glass, I believe it is, yes, a piece of glass. Now, I think only in an emergency, because, let's be real, so you can grab it and just stab them, as long as you got a good hold on the head and just stab the zombie. But, with that, it does alright damage, but it's not necessarily the best damage ever. Like, you can still kill a zombie, but not so easily, I guess. So I've got I'm not sure what pistol that is, but it's a pistol nonetheless. I'm going to pop in everyday use just above the baseball bat, because... Actually, you know what? We'll pop it above the axe as well. Because you can use ammo, but eventually you're going to run out of ammo. And where you're going to find ammo, and also where you're going to find a gun. And most of these weapons, where you're going to find most of them from. Because some of these are like everyday items, like a kitchen knife for instance, but where are you going to find them all from? Now I've got a golf stick. I'm going to pop it in here. We'll pop it above the chain, because you can whack them, but you have to have good precision with it. Or you could use this part of it, hold it like here, and whack them over the head with this part, but that's the grip part, so it won't do as much damage. But, it might kill 1 or 2, but you'll just get overwhelmed. Now we've got a grenade. I'm going to put it above that, sounds better than it is, because you can throw a grenade, but depends what type of grenade it is, because this is a frag grenade. So if you look at let's have a look at the frag grenade radius. Oh, radius. It's about a million things. Oh my god. There we go, finally. Frag grenade radius, M67. Oh my god, please don't spam that number. Just use the AI, Bing the AI. Or Copilot even. Copilot. 5 meters, so that's 16 feet, so 5 meters, that's alright, but for a grenade 5 meters, like, that's not even that far. It's alright, but they have to be more compact and weapons have to spread out. Guitar, probably at the bottom of the week, because it's just gonna shatter at some point. It will shatter just all over them, and yeah. So we got an axe. I think we'll have that in everyday use, because most, like, not every household, but some households have got axes. I mean, like, hardly any do, but some have. And an axe, like, you have to have good precision with it, but it's really sharp and it just can lob off heads really easily. Because if you've seen some of my Blade and Sorcery videos where I got axes, like a mini hatchet, just lob their head off or lob one of their limbs off really easily. So we got a hammer. Hammer can go probably weak or pop it maybe above the golf thing. Because hammer, you'd be alright for a bit with it, and like smacking them, it wouldn't break easily, but unless you're Tyrese from The Walking Dead who just hold off a hold with a hammer. Because I've seen that clip. I've not seen many clips. I've only seen a handful, but other clips I've seen, that's like one of the best ones, because like best ones, but it's not very accurate because he hold off like a really big hold with it and didn't even get bit, I don't think. So I've got like harpoon gun. Now this, I'll pop it in. Probably sounds better than it is, because hear me out. Top of sounds better than this, because you can harpoon one at a time, assuming you have another teammate with you. Because with that harpoon gun, I don't think it's going to kill a zombie. It might go right through its head and then kill it, but I doubt it anyway. You can only fire one shot at a time. It doesn't need, I don't think it needs anything but the harpoon itself, which should be right. I think that's a harpoon gun anyway. But yeah, so harpoon gun sounds better than it is, because I guess it is, because yeah. So we've got a screwdriver. Only in an emergency, and we'll pop it above that, because you could hold their head and just stab them. It's like what I said earlier with the glass. Like, you could just stab them with it, and they'll probably die. Not certainly. Katana. Now, if you've watched, I have not actually watched all of The Walking Dead because I don't want to, because it's graphic as hell. Apparently, I think I can get that because it's a zombie franchise. But I'm gonna pop it in the top of Unstoppable, because you cannot run out of ammo with it, and you can just keep hitting them with it. But I suppose you have to have skill. But it's like with these two, you have to have skill to be able to use them. Because with a katana, if you're just swinging it all over the place, unless you're like Michonne Grimes or something and you know how to use a katana, then, you might not be able to win. Anyway, so now we've got a kitchen knife. I'll pop it above the screwdriver. I was going to pop it above that, but nah. So, it's good, because you can stab them, it's got a lot more power, but it's a kitchen knife, but that one's a bit better of a kitchen knife. So you might bump this up to for everyday use. But I'll probably put in an emergency. Sword, top, because you need skill still to use one, but still good, and it's strong and it doesn't break easily. Now we got the, oh god, what was it? Not M4. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. M33? Oh, it's M16. I think it is. But I think it could be the B version. Yeah, it's the M16. I thought it was. Now, I would put that just below the AK because most of them do burst fighting. The one in Pavlov Shack does do burst fighting. It's a good weapon all around. But it's like with these two, you can run out of ammo and then you just lose. Machete. I think I'm going to put it on top tier because just below the bow and arrow because you can just smack him in the head and then whack around and then, yeah. So, it's good. To an extent. And I suppose you could, like, do a Rick Grimes up with his red machete and whack him in the head, because I've seen that clip too. Now we got minigun. I'm gonna pop it in... Well, where are you gonna... Wait. So, I'm gonna pop it sounds better than it is the top of that. Because once you run out of ammo, it takes a long time, and I mean a long time apparently, to load a machine gun. So, like, you know, the LMG and Pavlov Shack, I need to make videos on that, but, yeah, I need to... My controller's broken at the minute, so I'll wait until that's fixed. Well, I might have to get another one, I don't know yet. So basically, with the LMG, it takes a while to... Right, because you have to pull out the ammo at the bottom, like the little mag, throw it in the ground or put it in your pocket, put the other one, lift up the thing on the top, pull the rack over, pull the thing down and then reload, but it doesn't take so long if you've got practice like me on that game. But yeah, it would be alright, but you think about it, once you run out of ammo, you're not in a good vantage spot. You can probably smack him with it, but yeah, you're not going to be able to kill him with it, really. Gloves, we'll pop that just above the hand because that had a bit of protection, but what's it going to do? It also probably makes it more padded. What the flip is this thing? Is that an ornament? Wait, what? I'm not sure what that is. It's like a plant? What? I'm confused what that is. I'm thinking you would die probably with it because, I mean, it looks like you would. I'm God honest with you. It looks really weak anyway, so I think I'm gonna pop it above. No, I'm gonna pop it at the bottom. Maybe above that, no, behind that. There we go. Oh, nunchucks. There we go, nunchucks, that's the name. I would say, only in an emergency, maybe at the, like, middle, because you can whack them really quick with it, but, you know, what are you going to do after that? We got a pencil, I think. Yeah, it's a pencil. You'll die with a pencil, surely. You'd stab them in the eye with it and maybe, like, get one kill, but other than that, you're screwed. Pickaxe. I'm popping that in probably only an emergency because it requires a lot of power to whack him over the head with it, but you have to be accurate as well, or else you're just going to miss him here with the wood part. Baton, you'll die, probably. Maybe I'll pop it at the, like, middle of the week, because you could, I guess you could whack him one or two, but you'd die anyway. What's this? Oh, it's one of those, like, pool sticks, or snooker sticks. I don't know whether you guys watch snooker or pool, but that's what they're using it. I'm popping that in weak. Because it has a sharper end, I guess, than the brooms. Or the oar. But it's still weak up. Alright. The Colt Python. Plus revolver. I'm gonna pop in for everyday use because it's an alright weapon. For... Oh my god, my eyes are watering again. But, you know. It would do alright, but once you run out of ammo, you're probably screwed. But, I mean, Rick Grimes handles himself with it, so... I guess that's alright. So I got a rock. you're gonna die with a rock, surely, because you could throw it, cause a distraction, run away, but you probably get bit still. Right, RPG sounds better than it goddamn is, because let's be real, you could blow up a couple things, but it's still gonna be weak. Ruler, you're definitely gonna die. It's like with the pencil, because it's made a V shape. Oh, look at this! Hey, that's really cool. I did that, but with the pencil, it's not gonna do anything. Or the ruler, you'd probably whack them and it'll probably break the ruler and you're dead. They've got the ice pick. I would put that in only in an emergency. Below the thing, because you could still stab them, I guess, but you wouldn't really do well. We'll go with the riot shield because you could bash a couple of them, I guess, and then you'd just lose. Shotgun. We'll pop that. Third one down for every day use, because it's an alright weapon, but it's still weak. Now, I don't know whether you've seen the clip where Dwayne knocks out Rick with a shovel, but it's actually an alright weapon. And I think I'm going to pop it in. Sounds better than it is, because you could whack someone over the head with it. But you know what? We're going to put it above the bat, because it's a good weapon. Sledgehammer. Sounds better than it is. Hear me out, because if it sounds better than it is, because you could whack him over the head with a lot of power. You could probably kill a zombie or two with it, but it takes a lot of power, like I just said. And it's big as well, and it weighs a lot, so if you'd be dragging it along the floor, basically. Now we've got a slingshot. Unless you've got a grenade in it, you're not surviving. I think I'm gonna pop it just above that. Because what is it gonna actually do? The slingshot, it's gonna pout a rock and then that's it. Oh wait, we got a 50 cal with a silencer on. I'm gonna put in hard to beat because, let's be real, it's an alright weapon because, it has a decent, range and you can fire from long away and, you can escape them, but you don't have to really, you can just avoid them. So there's no real point of having one, but it's still hard to beat. Now we have a spear. At first I thought it was a bloody paintbrush. It's a spear. I'm gonna pop it in top tier above the machete, because you can stab them, but you still have to use a lot of force. Stick. Well, you're just gonna die with a stick, aren't you? You're not surviving, you'll just snap it off if you hit him with it. Right, so now we got a multi-tool. You're gonna die with that. It's a weak tool. You might be able to kill him, maybe, like one zombie, but you're still gonna probably end up dead. I'll pop it at the bottom of weak. How about? Maybe, actually, you know what, I'm gonna pop it here. I'll pop it there. Now we got this. I think I'd use that only in an emergency if I absolutely had to use it. Because what's that actually gonna do? Like, I'd use it, I'll pull it out and just whack him out. Oh, it's a pocket knife, I think that's what it is. That's cool. Now we've got a little, 2 metal sticks into one. It's alright, I guess. I could put that in. No, only in an emergency. Above the nunchucks. Because you could whack them a couple of times, but you'd probably end up dead still. What's this? It looks like a bit like a crowbar. I'm not even sure. Is that like a cane? If I'm honest with it, I'm not even sure what that is. I'm gonna pop it in no. Only in an emergency, because you might be able to whack a couple, you got a sharper end there, but you're still probably gonna die. Right, you got a whip now. So, my idea with this is, assuming you have a weapon, right? If you have a weapon on you, and you can just whip them with it, catch them in the whip, maybe get the neck, and then just run up and one of your teams again with a knife. That's a good idea. So I would say, possibly sounds better than it is. Probably at the bottom of that, because you could whip them, or grab them with it, pull it over, and then your teammate gets them, stabs them, and pulls the knife out. I don't want them doing actions. I don't even have a face cam. I don't want one, because I don't want leaking my face to the public. Anyway, right, for those who've stuck around to the end, thank you for watching. You may as well subscribe. Go and check out my other channel. because I'm posting on that again now. Fallout Shelter. I posted one video, I'm going to see if it gets any views. See you in the next one, peace out.